Hey y'all, welcome to the Filling Station. I'm super excited. We have an upcoming trading week coming along with an election and some other information. But yeah, so in this video, we're looking at inside day candles for the week of November the 4th, or the date of November 4th. Let's say that, right? So let me go ahead and give my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I just enjoy teaching people how to build generational wealth. And yes, the stock market is just one of those avenues. So this video is for educational purposes only. With that being said, let's get started. So we do have earnings coming out for tomorrow. It seems like Palantir will be the most interesting one after hours. So yeah, we have an upcoming week that's going to be super busy and interesting, right? So another thing to pay very close attention to is on Thursday, we have the initial jobless claim. So the election, let's say that the election is Tuesday, and on Thursday, we have the jobless claims and the FOMC interest rate decision, and we have a conference. So this should be a very interesting week in the market. With that being said, y'all, we're going to look at inside day candles for the date of, again, November 4th, right? AI is first on the list, and if by chance we break above 25.94, we have an upside target of 26.09. If we should break under 24.91, we have a downside target for AI at 24.44. And let's see how much AI normally moves per day. I like to go to the daily chart. $1.06. So if you trade AI, I say trade carefully. It is an inside day candle. And let's see, AMC is also an inside day candle. Above $4.56 gives us a target of $4.57. Under $4.42 gives us a downside target of $4.39. It normally moves about 16 cents per day. So if you trade AMC, it is an inside day candle. Bank of America is an inside week candle. So this is a weekly target, right? So if by chance we break above $42.93, we have an upside target of $43. Let me rephrase that. Above $42.93 gives us $43 target. To the downside, $41.65 gives us a downside target of $41.57. Bank of America normally moves about 80 cents per day. That is the ATR for the day. So if you trade Bank of America, it is an inside week. Now BMY is an inside day candle. If by chance we break above 55.90, we have an upside target of 56.21. If we break under 54.19, downside target is 53.54. BMY normally moves $1.24 per day. BTU is an inside day candle. Above 27.01 gives us 27.31 as the target. Under 26.15 gives us a downside target of 25.67. And BTU normally moves about 82 cents per day. So if you trade BTU, trade carefully. So charge point is next on the list for an inside day candle. Above $1.26 gives us 127 as the target. Under 122 gives us 120 as a downside target. And charge point normally moves about 5 cents per day, which is not a big mover, but if you like charge point, it is an inside day candle. CLF, or Cleveland Cliffs, is an inside day candle. Above 1336 gives us 1337 as a target, not very far, but if by chance we break under 1305, we have 1284 as a downside target. And Cleveland Cliffs normally moves about 49 cents per day, so I would say trade carefully. Let's see. The next one on the list is FAST. FAST is an inside day candle. If by chance we break above, let's see, this level here of 78.55, we have 78.71 as the target. To the downside, under 77.54, we have 77.48 as the target for FAST, FAST, and it normally moves $1.25 per day. So if you trade FAST, trade carefully. And GLD is an inside day candle. Above 254.84 gives us a target to the upside of 255.57. If by chance we break under 252.42, we have a downside target of 252.06. And GLD normally moves about $2.51 per day. So GM is our next inside day candle. If by chance we break above 51.78, 52.15 is the target. Now, to the downside, if we break under this 50.76, let's see, the downside target is 50.75, which is not far down, right? So normally GM moves at about $1.53 per day. That is the ATR for the day. Again, that could be in either direction. So IP is an inside day candle. It is, let's say if we break above $55.90, 56.28 is the target. To the downside, under 54.70 gives us a downside target of 52.44, and IP normally moves about $1.51 per day. Now IWM is an inside week, and IWM normally moves about $3.19 per day. So our weekly target is, if by chance we break above 224.51, we have a weekly target of 225.64. Now to the downside, if we break under the 217.59 area, the downside target is 217.32. And what's interesting is, we're finding support, looks like on this 50 EMA here. So if you trade IWM, I say trade carefully. Again, it normally moves $3.19 per day. It is an inside weekly. So that is a weekly target. So MRK is the next inside day candle. If by chance we break above 102.77, we have an upside target of 103.26. Under 101.19 gives us a downside target of $98.60. And MRK normally moves $2.02 per day. That can be in either direction. MRO, or Marathon Oil, is an inside day candle. It normally moves about 61 cents per day. If by chance we break above 27.82, we have an upside target of 27.98. And under 26.96 gives us a downside target of $26.68. So if by chance you trade Marathon Oil, it is an inside day candle. Microsoft is also an inside day candle. If by chance we break above 415.56 to the upside, 416.23 is the target. If we break under 407.29, downside target 406.33. Microsoft normally moves $8.46 per day. Again, y'all, that could be in either direction. So if you trade Microsoft, trade carefully. MU is next on the list as an inside day candle. If by chance we break above $100.62, we have $102.52 as the target. Now to the downside, under 99.39 gives us $99 as a downside target. It normally moves about $3.70. So if you trade MU, I say trade carefully. Now Netflix is an inside week. It is a weekly candle, weekly target. So if by chance we break above 763.88, 773 is the target to the upside. Under 747.77, we have a downside target of 744.26. And Netflix normally moves about $18.40 per day. Again, that could be in either direction. What's interesting about Netflix is it's really trading sideways and have been for, a while, so it can move in either direction, up or down. And with the interesting week that we may have, it can go in either direction, right? So NVDA is next on the list as an inside day candle, and yes, that is a little bit different. So if by chance we break above 137.27, we have an upside target here of, let's see, 137.67. And if by chance we break under the level of 134.52, we have a downside target for NVIDIA at 131.81. NVIDIA normally moves about $4.70 per day, so it is an inside day candle. If by chance you trade it, I say trade carefully. All right, so Palantir is next on the list as an inside day candle. If by chance we break above 42.59, we have an upside target of 43.32. If we break under 41.60, downside target is $40.89. Palantir normally moves $1.41 per day, and if I'm not mistaken, it does report earnings tomorrow or on the 4th after hours. So yeah, if you trade Palantir, trade carefully. QQQ is an inside day candle. Above 490.74 gives us 492.30. Under 485.20 gives us 483.75, and QQQ normally moves $6.62 per day. It is an inside day candle, so I say trade carefully. Roblox is an inside day candle above $52.11, gives us 52.65 as the target to the upside. Under $50.61 gives us $47.96 as the target for Roblox, and it normally moves $1.80. So if you trade RBLX, it is an inside day candle. Let's see, Rivian is, RIVN is an inside day candle. If by chance we break above $10.44, $10.59 is the target. Under $10.13, we have a downside target of $10, and it normally moves, Rivian normally moves about 42 cents per day. So if you trade Rivian, trade carefully. Shop is the next inside day candle. SHOP, and if by chance we break above 79.88, upside target is $80.38. Under $77.93, we have a downside target of $77.10, and Shop normally moves about $1.98 per day. So if you trade Shopify, I said trade carefully. SMCI reports earnings on, it is not an inside day candle, but it does report earnings Tuesday, I believe. So I would say trade carefully for SMCI. Another one on the list is, let's say, Space is, we'll come back to SQQQ. We're going to say that is going to be next on our list. SQQQ is an inside day candle. If by chance we break above $7.56, $7.61 is the target. Under $7.28 gives us $7.24 as the target. And SQQQ normally moves about 29 cents per day. TDOC is an inside day candle above $9.55, gives us $9.95 as the target. Under $8.81 gives us a downside target of $8.53, and TDOC normally moves about 60 cents per day. Teladoc, so if you trade that, trade carefully. Let's see, Uber is an inside day candle. If by chance, Uber normally moves about $2.34 per day. So if by chance we break above $74.15, we have an upside target of $74.99. Under $72.23 gives us a downside target of $69.87. So if you trade Uber, it is an inside day candle. I say trade carefully. Walmart is an inside week. It is a weekly target. So this is a weekly target. Above 83.09 gives us 83.35 as the target. Under this level of 81.21 gives us a downside target of $80.71. Again, Walmart is an inside week candle, so that's a weekly target. And it normally moves about $1.03 per day for Walmart. So these are inside day and a few inside week candles. Know that we will have a very busy week this week. So if you trade carefully. And I always say mark your levels. And once it goes against your Y, get out. Use your stop losses or whatever mental losses or whatever you choose to use. Just have the discipline to get out. I always say live to trade another day. So I hope these videos are very, very helpful. If you could, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, because we learn and we grow together. I hope that everyone have a very profitable week. Until next time, y'all be blessed as well as a blessing unto others.